Hey y'all, what it is, bitch? I'm motherfucking back with another motherfucking bad sex story time and bad relationship story time because, bitch, whether you slice it or dice it all you want, bitch, me and him were in a relationship, I guess. So let's drink to this shit, okay? Because this shit is fucking juicy, deep, and annoying as hell, and y'all gonna need to drink after listen to this bullshit too, honey. Mm. Okay, now that that's down my throat, let me start motherfucking talking, okay? Anywho, so I made the motherfucking rookie mistake like I shouldn't have made, and told everybody on my other channel and this channel that I have a new boo thing and that y'all were gonna meet him. But bitch, that's motherfucking canceled now because of this motherfucking shit that done motherfucking happened. I'm not sure if men do this shit to me because I am a YouTuber and they know that they ass is gonna get a little bit of clout if they do me wrong or they say some fuck shit. But I don't. Does this even happen to real women in real life? Like I feel like I'm always living in punked, bitch. Anywho, so let me step y'all up on game. So I've been talking to this guy for the past month. Like me and him, we started talking like I think either end of July, early August, and we went on our first date the first week of August, and we've been talking ever since. We both have deleted our dating apps. I haven't been on Seeking Arrangements in over a month. I haven't been on Bumble or any other dating app to find any other dates. I literally haven't been texting any other guys. I literally cut off all my motherfucking hoes and potential sugar dates for this nigga, okay? And the reason being was on my profile at the time on Bumble, I had I'm celibate, and if I'm looking for long term, and if that bothers you, fuck off. So he was one of the few guys I matched with at the time after I updated my profile saying that I was celibate. And he was like, oh my God, I just love how honest you are. You're not afraid to tell men your standards. You're so, mature for your age. And he's like 35. Y'all know I'm 24. He's like, oh, you're so mature for your age. And, at least you know what you want. I don't care if you're celibate. As long as we're able to still kiss and hug, I'm good. So I'm like, okay, shit. So me and him, we start talking, and he actually had the best conversation out of all the guys I was talking to. He's in business development, and he traveled a lot, and I knew he traveled a lot. That wasn't a big deal to me at the time. But the more time went on, I'm like, this shit ain't right. He's only in Atlanta like few times out of the month. Like it's not like this nigga really even lives here halfway. Like he I've only seen him 4 times within this month, and he's been on the road ever since. So it's like, this little fishy bitch. Anywho, I kept talking to him. He'd call me every night. We'd have the, high school, oh, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh, babe, you hang up. And we fall asleep on the phone and get all that shit. I hadn't had that in a long time, bitch. So he got me on that. And he also got me on the, oh, I'll pick you up first thing, when I get home from my business trip right after the airport. And y'all know that he's vampire nigga, the one who ate me out on my period. A period didn't stop a sentence, only stopped a sentence for him, honey. So that's the man I'm referring to as vampire nigga, the one who ate me on my period. Go look at that video, bitch. So yeah, we went on a date. It was a good date, even though he ate me out on my period. And even though a lot of my friends thought that shit was weird, I thought that was low-key sexy, that he was that determined to please me even during that time of the month. So since then, we just kept talking, right? So fast forward to this week, like this is the first week he was back since he ate me out on my period, basically. And this was like the times we spent this week are like the third and fourth times we've even seen each other. So basically, this whole month has been more like a long distance ass relationship, really. Anywho, on Wednesday, he comes to pick me up in the motherfucking morning, bitch. I had a weird shift that day. Like I was working in the evening instead of the morning. So he came to pick me up, and we went out for a breakfast, right? On his side of town, supposedly his side of town. And he still had the same rental Suburban. And I'm like, where's your real car? Like, you've had this rental car since we met 2 weeks ago. Like, what's up? Like, what happened to your real car? He's like, oh, my Nissan, it's back at home in my apartment. You'll see it when we, when we go to my apartment after breakfast. I'm like, okay, sure, bet. Anywho, it was still fucking weird to me that he was driving around a rental car in a supposed own area, and you're not out of town. Like, why do you need a rental car in Georgia, and you supposed to be, this should be your home base, right? Anywho, so we get to our breakfast spot, and it was so awkward. Like, the whole breakfast, y'all know, y'all ever been on a date with somebody who talk so much on through text and on the phone, and then when y'all get with each other, they don't know what the fuck to say. That motherfucking awkward. It was awkward as shit the whole like breakfast or whatever. All he kept talking about was work, and he kept getting these fucking calls from work, and that's when I realized this motherfucker had two phones too, because he ain't text me off no damn iPhone, bitch. I got an iPhone. Whenever someone texts me that got an iPhone too, it turns blue. His phone he been texting me off is a fucking Android that turns green. And I saw that he had an iPhone. I'm like, where'd this iPhone come? He's like, oh, I got two phones. I didn't mention it to you. I'm like, no. And he kept getting all these like calls from work supposedly, and that's all he kept talking about our whole date or whatever. And then once we get back to his place, bitch, or he's like, and it was like there was like nothing in this place. Like it was super clean, and it had all these like feminine like decorations, all this white furniture, flowers and shit. These light ass mirrors, these white ass mirrors. I'll even insert some pictures because I don't give a fuck. And, y'all see what I mean? Hold on. So once I get back to his place, like, you know how when you just go to somebody's place that's new, like you're just on the couch and you're watching TV. You're not in the bedroom. You're not doing anything weird. You're just in there chilling, right? So this is all I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, it's so clean in here. Like, how do you clean it? Like, he's like, oh, I rent it out to Airbnb. So like whoever stays here for a few nights, they clean it. And I'm like, okay. So you have people coming in and out of your apartment. He's like, yeah. I'm like, so if I sit on your bed, I'm sitting on other folks' booty sweat. Like, ew. And other folks who could have been fucking in your bed. That's nasty. Anywho, he's like, no. I mean, he's like, yeah, they might have sex in here, but like, I make sure they clean it after. It ain't got nothing to do with our sex. Haha. Anywho, so I'm sitting down watching fucking Maury and Jerry Springer or whatever people watch in the middle of the fucking day, bitch. I never get to watch. And I'm like laughing and shit. And this nigga sits right on the couch with me, starts trying to like kiss all of my neck, starts trying to like basically molest my neck and rape my neck. Like, oh, like licking my neck and shit. I'm like, what's up? Like, what's wrong? He's like, oh, why don't you get naked? I'm like, for what? He's like, I want you to sit on my face. I'm like, dude, can I watch Jerry Springer first though? Can I watch Maury first though? Like, it's literally like 11:30 in the morning. And you were talking about come sit on my face, nigga. What? I haven't had no liquor in me, haven't had no wine in me. You over here talking about me facing on your ass? Nasty motherfucker. Anyway, so I stall him, and we watching Maury, and I like kind of like, get out of my face, nigga. And he's like, am I your man or what? I'm like, well, yeah, you're my boo, whatever. But can we cuddle? Can we fucking chill before you start demanding and I get naked and sit on your face? He's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. So this nigga tries to cuddle with me, but his idea of cuddling is trying to put his hand down my pants and put his finger in my butthole. That is not cuddling, nigga. And it just, it was just got to the point where I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's just get this shit over with, bitch. Because I'm tired of this motherfucking shit. Bitch, if you don't know how to cuddle, let's just go on ahead and fuck. Anywho, so he just immediately starts, the moment I say, okay, I'll sit on your face, this nigga, like, picks me up like a fucking super Hulk Saiyan, like, strength, like, oh, yeah, picks me up and, like, starts taking off my clothes. I'm like, okay. Get your life. Like, okay, you haven't had sex in 3,000 years, it seems, bitch. So, anywho, I sit on his face. We do all that extra nasty shit. I'm not going to go into detail because this is YouTube. But this nigga has the audacity to pull out his fucking phone. The minute we actually start having sex, this man wants to record me. And I'm like, dude, I'm over here, butt ass naked, pussy wide open. You want to film it? You nasty. Like, and I'm not a prude, y'all. I've made videos in the past. I'm just going to be honest, I have. But they're all in my possession, honey. They're all on my iPad. So, and they're all for my viewing pleasure, bitch. I don't do nothing grimy with it or anything, bitch. They're all for my viewing pleasure. Okay? The ones I do still have. I don't know how many. It's been a while since I've seen them. Anyway. But I'm just saying, you have no right to fucking film me. Like, just because I'm a YouTuber, just because I'm a freak, does not mean you have any goddamn right to film me. So I fucking grab his phone, like, as we're in doggy style, and I see that he has his fucking phone filming us doggy styling, bitch. I fucking grab his phone, I turn around, bitch, grab that motherfucker's phone, and I throw it in his damn dresser. I'm like, nigga, take me if you motherfucking want to, bitch. And he's like, why you mad? I'm like, because, like, you have no right to fucking take me, like, my butthole, my pussy hole, you putting your dick in me. You have no right. And plus, his dick wasn't even that good, y'all. This nigga's dick slants. For one, this nigga's dick was probably about 7 inches. The dick was a good size. It was 7 inches. It was thick around. It was girthy. It was probably like this thick around, like a Coke can. It was thick. And it hurt any damn way because I haven't had sex in a long time, too. It was like stabbing my fucking cervix, and like it just didn't feel right any damn way. And his dick is all slanted, so the motherfucker was just hitting my cervix, like. And I'm like, this shit ain't even comfortable. And then he kept pulling out. He kept be like, oh my god, your pussy so good. I'm gonna come if I don't keep pulling out. Like this nigga, like, but when it actually started to feel good, he started to pull it out. Like he would just pull it out and just tap it on my vagina. Like, what the fuck? What's the point of that? He literally did that 20 times within the whole time. This nigga would get close, be like, then he'll pull it out just to tap it. And he ain't even coming. What's the point, bitch? It was so motherfucking bad and annoying to the point that I'm like, just pull it out of me and I'll suck you off. And I did that and I sucked him off and he was able to come and I was happy because, bitch, you off me, bitch. And it was almost time for me to go to work. So I'm like, hey, just drop me back by the house. We'll see each other tomorrow, blah, blah. So the next night rolls around, bitch. And he's like, oh, well, I had to go get out of my place because my place is booked. I'm like, what do you mean your place is booked? Like, it's your own apartment, supposedly. Like, your place, like, it's your place. Like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, but, like, you know, I'll get extra money if, like, I let these people stay in my place for tonight. So I rented another Airbnb so we can go after. So we went to this expensive Mexican restaurant. Expensive, fancy ass Mexican restaurant, Papacitos. If you live in the Atlanta area, you know what Papacitos is. It's expensive ass, high price ass Mexican food. And it was good and everything. Tableside guac and everything. But like, you know, when we went there, just like breakfast, this nigga was silent. He was like, I don't know what to talk about. And but while we were on our way there, like I was trying to like pull out my camera to start vlogging, and he was like, why are you doing that? Like, this is awkward. Like, you know, why don't you, you know, I feel like you don't like me for me. I feel like you're just trying to like film me all the time. And I'm like, dude, you were trying to film me having sex, so aren't we fucking even? Mind you guys, we literally had a conversation about us vlogging few days ago, like a week ago. We literally had the conversation of us, oh, okay, I'll vlog with you. I'll go on YouTube with you. We can make videos together. Like, he was down for it through the phone, but when we were together, he wasn't, bitch. He was just down to film my booty hole and my pussy hole, bitch. So anyway, like, you know, at the Mexican restaurant, I was, you know, getting my drink on, drinking my margarita. I was feeling good. I was feeling relaxed or whatever. So I started talking more, you know, and he was just like, oh, well, that tequila better work for tonight. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you better be able to take it tonight. I'm like, dude, you're the one who kept pulling out of me. You're the one who kept pulling out of me, bitch. You said my pussy was too good, bitch. You said it was too good to be true. So what the fuck you mean? So anyway, we get back to the Airbnb. That's not even his place. It's a random ass place in the woods, bitch. It's a random ass apartment complex in the fucking woods. And it's just dark and dim. It's like a log cabin. It was kind of romantic, but it was kind of creepy because it was literally our fourth time meeting, and it was so dark and it was late, and I'm like halfway tired anyway and half asleep after all the margaritas and Mexican food, bitch. I was in no mood to get freaky at all, but he was expecting it. Again, that's the shit that pisses me off. Why do you expect it? Why can't we just chill? Why can't we just eat together and then come back to the place and cuddle or watch something together? Why is it that every time I fucking sit down on a damn couch with you alone, you're begging to eat my pussy? You're begging to fuck me. You're begging to let me suck your let you suck my titties or my booty hole or something, you nasty motherfucker. Why can't I just relax, nigga? Like, I had a long day at work that day. I worked a 9-hour shift. Bitch, I was not in the mood to get fucked. I really wasn't. So We get back to the Airbnb place. It's decorated similar like his apartment, supposed apartment. It's like literally the same decorations, even though it was just in a different apartment complex. And the moment I sit down and I'm trying to vlog with him once again, because y'all know I'm ruthless, bitch, and I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna try to film me multiple times, bitch, I'm gonna try to film your ass. And I'm like, tell the world I got good pussy. Tell YouTube I got good pussy. He's like, oh, you have to get naked for that. I can't tell everybody you got a good pussy and I'm not filming the pussy. You won't even allow me to film your pussy. So how am I gonna tell everybody you got good pussy? I'm like, fuck you. And then he's like, well, damn, at least you could let me eat you out if you feel so bad, I'll eat you out and maybe you'll feel better. Get naked. And he just kept like, and he pulled out, like, y'all, he pulled down his pants. Instead of, just sitting down on the damn couch and chilling like a normal motherfucker, this nigga gets butt ass naked. This nigga just pulls down his pants, pulls down his boxers, pulls up his shirt, and he gets a hard on. This is when the story actually gets juicy. He gets a hard on because obviously I'm looking good and everything, so his dick is just naturally hard. And then he stands right in front of me, and he's like expecting me to suck his dick, and I'm like, dude, it doesn't work like this. You don't just have an argument and then expect someone to suck your dick. Like, air has to be built up. He's like, build up of what? He's like, build up of what? And he like goes to the room like all pissed off and shit. Then I go over there to check on him. The only reason why I checked on this nigga was because I'm like, okay, he is my ride home. I don't want him to fucking murder me in this fucking dark ass Airbnb that ain't even his apartment. I'm not trying to get murdered tonight. So I'm going to see what's up with him and why he's so pissy. So I go in the room. He's like, well, I just feel like you always trying to find excuses to not do shit. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I just feel like you always trying to be overly complicated when all you got to do is just suck my dick and sit on my face. I'm like, dude, I don't, so I just get naked at that point and I sit on his face to shut him the fuck up. And I did suck him off a little bit. But at that point in time, we were trying to have sex. And it didn't fit in me because, bitch, I wasn't in the mood, okay? When I tell you I'm not in the mood, bitch, I'm not in the goddamn mood, okay? And when we done had an argument about vlogging and how you want to film me having sex, that's when I'm not in the mood. And it failed. Like, he couldn't put his dick in me, and it was stressful. Like, my vagina just shut on him, bitch. That's what happens, bitch, when I'm mad. But what really got me was when he pulled out of me and, you can clearly tell that sex is not going to go down tonight. You expect me to suck your soft dick. At that point, his dick got soft. And I was still laying there naked. I was still naked as fuck. Like, and he was still trying to film me, by the way. He still had his camera out trying to film my ass for next time. And while he was eating me out, he was trying to film me too. And that also made my pussy dry to the point it's like, even when we try to have sex, it was dry and you couldn't even get in because my pussy clamps on that ass. And why, shut, bitch, you can't even get through. Anywho, what really pissed me off was after the failed sex attempt, you're gonna be like, okay, if you wanted to get hard again, suck it. And I'm like, what if I don't want it to get hard again? He's like, there you go with your fucking bullshit, Olivia. You're always being condescending. You're always being rude about shit when all you gotta do is suck my dick. You don't go with the flow. You don't know how to relax. You're fucking crazy. And I cried my eyes out, you guys. I don't know. I think it's the only thing I can explain at that moment was not only was I tired, was I stressed out, was I like anxious, because y'all know I have anxiety, but it reminded me of my ex. Sad enough, when he told me that I should go with the flow and stop being so rude and having an attitude and arguing with him and to shut up and suck his dick, it reminded me of my ex. In my mind, I was back a year and a half ago and my mind was there and I just started crying. Like, I felt like I was with him versus with someone new. And it made me so fucking angry and frustrated that I started crying. When he saw that I was actually crying and I wasn't bullshitting, he like held me and he tried to cuddle with me and he tried to like comfort me for like 5 minutes, claiming that he didn't mean to attack my character, claiming that he didn't mean to make it seem like he didn't like my personality and I was just a sex object, but you're treating me like one though. Like, how dare you? And he was just trying to hug me and I'm like, I don't need to be hugged. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm just going to sit here and cry. Like, I legit even went to the bathroom and cried on the toilet or whatever. And then he was like, oh, let me in. And he tried to hug me in the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm good, Like, he's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, I really love your personality. I love everything about you, not just sexual, I didn't mean to remind you of your past trauma. And and y'all know what I went through. I don't have to go through it again. I don't have to talk about it again, y'all. I've talked about it enough. But that trauma, that telling me that I'm talking too much and when I'm exerting myself, that really fucks with me. When I'm asserting my own opinions, when I'm telling a man what I'm not comfortable with and what I won't do, and you're telling me that I'm not going with the flow and I'm not being nice enough, and I'm giving you an attitude, and I just do what the fuck you tell me, that triggers me, bitch. Y'all want to see me motherfucking angry and want to fight somebody? Bitch, you do that to me. Ever since what happened to me, I do not want any man telling me what the fuck I should say, do, or act. Like he was like, oh well, he's like, well, I just felt like you insulted me and didn't want to try to please me and get me hard again. You were just telling me to get hard from your body when it takes more than that to please me. Just looking at your body, you're just being entitled. And I'm like, dude, I wasn't trying to be entitled. Like, I'm literally telling you were hard 5 minutes ago. Why can't you get hard again? And when you know that I'm not in the mood, and you know I'm not gonna be able to take your dick any damn way, you keep trying like that's all you care about. He's like, oh, that's not all I care about. You should know I care about you. I wouldn't be taking you out so much if I didn't care about you. All this bullshit, bitch. You motherfucking took me out to a Mexican restaurant, bitch. You ain't take me out to fucking River Chris Steakhouse, even, motherfucker. Anywho, so all that's going on, and I'm crying, and I'm like trying to gather myself, and he's over here like, after he tries to console me for 5 minutes, this motherfucker just laying down naked, looking at flights, like, oh, I'm about to go out of town, in the next few days. You think Spirit Airlines is a good airlines? Like, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, who? After I'm sitting up here crying over past trauma that's you triggered, and I'm over here bawling my eyes out thinking about the past, you're over here telling me that you're thinking about flying Spirit? Like, what? And then when I didn't, he knew I didn't want to talk about airplanes. He started to be like, "Oh, well, why don't we act like we're in the movie Baby Boy, and I'm Jody, and I'm fucking you while you're crying, and I'm eating your pussy while you're crying. You saying you hate me, and I'm getting that pussy." I'm like, "What, bruh, bruh? Let me tell you, I put on my pants so goddamn fast, bitch. I fucking made all the excuses in the world. I told him I had diarrhea, and you need to take me home. Like, I'm not about to shit in here because it's an Airbnb and this ain't your place. Take me home, motherfucker." So I make him take me home. It was awkward as fuck. 'Cause it's like the whole night he was trying to film me still. Like, he was trying to film my vagina when he was trying to eat me out. When we tried to have sex, the dick couldn't even fit in. He told me I was being difficult, and he told me I had an attitude the whole time night because I wouldn't suck his soft dick after it got soft. He told me I don't go with the flow, and I don't let him just do what he's supposed to do to me. Like, what? Mind you, this nigga was sober, you guys. Like, he wasn't even drunk. Like, he literally had a Diet Coke during our meal while I was the one drinking. You would think this motherfucker was the drunk one, okay? Because who acts like that sober? He is a Gemini, though. Gemini men are fucking whores, and they're fucking split personalities I see right now, motherfucker. I'm not sure about Gemini motherfuckers now, bitch, because I had never seen that side of him before. The fucking sex deviant maniac. I don't know, he just hadn't had sex in forever. Oh, I forgot to mention, y'all. While I was crying, I mean, not him. While I was crying and he was trying to console me, he's like, oh, I think you're crazy sexy, and I just think that you're better at sex than me. I'm sorry. You're just so sexually captivating, and it just makes me go wild like this. I'm so sorry. I usually am not like this. Like, what type of fucking psycho write this shit is that? Anyway, so, after he couldn't get, he couldn't even get in the pussy, bitch. We tried a few times, couldn't even get in the pussy, I put my clothes on, he drives me home. Correct. And like I thought, like most fuckboys, I thought he was just gonna block me because we couldn't keep fucking. And I told him about himself, and I cried, and I basically told him he reminded me of my ex in some ways. No, he keeps texting me. He texts me like the same night, like, oh, I enjoyed our time, babe. Oh my god, I can't wait to see you when I get back from my business trip again. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Like, what? Well, nigga, what? Bitch. And he keeps texting me like nothing happened. Like, y'all, he keeps hitting me up like nothing motherfucking happened. Like, none of this shit just happened. And I'm glad this shit happened to me because, one, I got a good story time. For two, it just reminded me that maybe I'm just not ready. I just, if I have to get in a relationship to to have this shit done to me and just be reminded of my past and my past emotionally traumatic experiences, I don't want it. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't want it. Like, I think I haven't healed yet. I really don't think I've completely healed from what my heartbreak and everything. I really don't think I've actually healed, and I've actually taken enough time. I thought I was ready, but I don't think I'm ready. Because I keep attracting crazy motherfuckers, because I'm crazy. Anyway, so what do y'all think? What would y'all do when a guy tells you to suck his soft dick again and make it hard again? And if you don't, you're crazy. You have an attitude. You're insulting him and his soft dick. You're not being a good woman and just sucking the dick. What would have y'all done? Would y'all just kick the motherfucker in his balls? Bitch, I would have done it if I wasn't in a foreign place, bitch. I would have. But yes, I don't think I've completely healed though. I feel like my response and crying and being extremely vulnerable and crazy was just a sign that, bitch, I just need to keep dating and fucking these niggas over and not worrying about a boo thing. Okay? Well, bye, y'all.